In this video, I'm going to unbox and assemble this Kugoo Wish 01 electric pit bike. I'm also going to go through the advanced settings to change the display from kilometers to miles per hour. But before we get started, I hope that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. This is how the box ended up off the truck. Looks like they delivered it upside down. I'm going to get this opened. There were some straps on here that really fell apart. Let's see. Oh, it's upside down. Looks like it was packaged pretty well. You can get this delivered the right side up. Looks like everything's in place. Here is the front fender and handlebar cushion. Here is the charger in the white box. Look at this. The tool kit is inside here. This you can use to assemble the entire bike. To get the plastic off the seat and gain access to the battery, there's a knob under the back fender. You're going to simply turn that loose, and that allows you to easily remove the seat like this. And then this bag comes out really easily. And then you can use the knob to unlock the battery. Pull the two clamps in, disconnect the battery from the bike, and then this battery comes out nice and easy. I like that it's in this nice package. I'm going to get this charging. All right, I got the handlebars unwrapped, and now I'm going to take the handlebar clamps loose using a 6mm socket. Looks like this brake lever needs to be adjusted up to here. Okay, loosen the brake using a 4mm hex. I'm going to remove the front brake because if I slide it up on the handlebars, it'll end up scratching the paint. I made a few errors when I was mounting the handlebars. I need to put one of these silver mounts on each side so I can mount this cross brace like this. Also, the screen cable needs to be routed inside the handlebars or towards the rider, and then the other cables can either go inside or outside. The brake cables all need to go towards the front of the bike. Now the screen is going to mount up like this. Before I mount that, I do want to tighten those handlebars down, as I only put them on finger tight because I want this controller will cover those bolts, and I want to be able to easily be able to change the gears. I got the screen mounted up here, the brake tightened down. I'm going to install this cross brace. Remove the protective covering. You're going to use a 5mm hex or remove the bolts. You're going to slide the bolt through the support and then through the cross brace hole, and then tighten it down. Just going to get it finger tight right now, and then put on the other side and get it centered. Now tighten down this side. Then I can come over here, get the other side. To mount the front fender, you're going to simply remove these 3 bolts with a 5mm hex. So this little rubber grommet will hold the brake line in this little holder here. That's pretty cool. Doesn't really say to do that in the instructions, but that way it protects it. And now install the bolts. Just a little past finger tight. You don't want to crush the plastic too much. Before I install the front wheel, I'm going to check the air pressure. It says max 32 psi. I'm going to put it to about 25 maybe. Okay, in order to get the front axle off and then reinstalled and tightened, you're going to need a 17 millimeter socket for the nut over here, and you're going to need a 14 millimeter socket or wrench on this side. So I loosen that up. I'm going to remove the bolts. You can see here that the long spacer is on the side with the brake. The short spacer is on this side with the nut. I'm going to lay everything out. All right, I got my front wheel here. I'm going to line the brake rotor up with the brake on this side. I'm going to lift the bike up. I'm going to have to get a friend to help me lift the bike up. Okay, I don't have a friend around to lift up the front, so I'm flip the bike over and I'm going to install the tire this way. I'm going to go like this, then stick the long spacer on here like that. And get my short spacer for this side away from the brake. I'm going to slide this in, engage the rotor, the spacer in there. All right, got the axle in there. Now, need the small spacer on this side. So I'm going to put this in here like this. All right. Watch your cable over here. Got that in there. And now I'm going to install this. Get that tight. All right. Flip this back over. All right, I got the battery charging back there, but to give you a size, I'm about 5'8". Sits nicely, nice and cushiony. Throttle's nice. I rotated the handlebars forward so that I could be a little bit more comfortable. Interesting kickstand. All right, the battery is just about charged, so I'm going to unplug that, and I'm going to install it into the bike. Pull the seat off. Now you can charge this in the bike. There is access from here if you want to. So in order to simply pull up on those pins, pull up the cable first. Look at this. The toolkit is inside here. This you can use to assemble the entire bike. I figured this was lacking. Interesting. It's kind of cool. There's a little storage spot in there. I might actually keep the toolkit in there. So if I'm out riding, I can tighten up any loose bolts. And then this is the power cable. And I'm simply going to connect that power cable. The two prongs have to go up. Get that in there. And now I'll drop that down. All right, drop that in there, then squeeze these tabs together. Lock that in the frame, then tighten this down. Now you can access the battery and charge it on the bike from over here. You want to put that hook into the frame like that, and then install this knob. All right, moment of truth. Battery's installed. I'm going to hit the power button. There we have it. Shows the power. I'm in gear 1. I'm at 54.5 volts, so almost fully charged. To change gears, simply hit the up button. Down to go down. Up to go up. So let's see, odometer. Let's see if there's an advanced mode like most electric bikes. Yep. there's an advanced mode. If you want to change it to miles per hour, you change P02 to 01. I'm going to put it to miles per hour because we're here in America, but the rest of the world, it's kilometers. So to hold those settings, just simply plus and minus button. All right, we're good to go. Let's get this thing out on the road.